So whether your garage is attached or detached, one of the big things you can do from a investment standpoint is make sure the look of the garage matches the look of the house. You can see we've built our garage already and we've got the structure up. And our house was built in 1998 and it does not have any house wrap on it. So what we're going to do in today's episode is we're going to tear down the vinyl siding and get it prepped for receiving the LP SmartSide siding. But one of the big things we have to do, and as you can see right here, is with no house wrap, we do need a weather barrier to protect it. Certainly we could have done Tyvek or something like that, but today's episode is sponsored by Polyguard. You've already seen us use their liquid flash and blue barrier gap filler on the existing garage. Today we're going to use one of their new products called Blue Barrier Liquid Wrap, and this is a roll-on house wrap. So the goal for today, get the old siding off, put the Blue Barrier Liquid Wrap on, and prep for siding. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Detached Garage. Again, today we are taking this vinyl siding off and we are getting the exterior sheathing prepped for siding when it arrives. So, Blue Barrier Liquid Wrap, again, big shout out to our sponsor Polyguard today, is a roll-on house wrap. And it is vapor permeable. And once you put it on, you have a 9-month exposure warranty. So similar to how we've kind of left the garage sitting out in the open, out in the elements with the green board on, the liquid wrap is basically applying a weather barrier to your existing sheathing. And so if you come over here, you can kind of see that we don't have any house wrap on the house right now. It is just bare sheathing. So 2 things to do to prep. Number 1, we are going to rip the sheathing off. Second thing, we are going to inspect for any rot. And as you can see up by the garage door here, we do have some rotted boards. So those will need to be replaced. Then once we get any boards replaced, then you need to use the Blue Barrier gap filler to get all of the seams of the sheathing. So wherever the sheathing comes together, this is done pretty tight right here, but wherever the seams come together, you will need to make sure that you put a bead of gap filler and then squeegee it down. Once that dries, then you can add the Blue Barrier Liquid Wrap, which is really easy. It goes on with a roller, but we'll show you all that in a second. So let's get the scissor lift out. Let's start pulling this siding off and getting ready and inspecting for rotten boards. All right, guys, so we got all of the vinyl siding pulled off up here and this full side and then this side over here with the windows. So we did find some rot up in the corner up here and then down along the connection to the foundation over here. So we had some leftover zip R3. We just pulled the foam off and used the 7/16 zip, and then we the ones we pulled off of here, we just used some scraps that were good on the other side to go around there. So now next step is using the Polyguard gap filler, and we are going to do all the seams of this sheathing. So I'm going to grab the scissor lift, grab the Milwaukee sausage gun, go up and put a bead and then squeegee every single seam of sheathing, both up here and over here, and then we will let that sit, and then we will get the liquid wrap and get this painted. We are up at the peak of the roof. You can see the gap in the sheathing here. So this is exactly what we are trying to fill. Remember, if this gap is over 3/4 of an inch, you need to use some backer. This is about a 1/16 of an inch, so we should be just fine to use the gap filler. This is a nice tight gap. We're just gonna go over the top of this again. But yeah, let's take this Milwaukee sausage gun. We will take our Polyguard blueberry gap filler, and then we will get all these gaps filled up. All right, guys, so we basically have all of the seams with blueberry gap filler on them. You put the gap filler down and then you squeegee into place. So we will let this sit, and it's getting late in the day. It's getting a little hot. It's Saturday. So we'll come back on Sunday and get the liquid wrap that's in this bucket here. We will get that painted on tomorrow. So let's jump to tomorrow. All right, guys, good morning. Welcome to day 2. Today we are rolling on the Blue Barrier liquid wrap. I'm also going to get on the roof. We only put the gap filler on this side here, so I still need to do this section up here as well as the wall around the other side. So I'm going to do that. My wife is going to jump on to getting the Blue Barrier liquid wrap up. We're going to put drops down to protect the concrete here, and then we are going to start rolling it on. We will let you know how it goes, and let's get to it. All right, guys, so this is done. We have all of the Blue Barrier liquid wrap on this side. We are going to move around to this side over here right now and keep going there. I'm tearing siding off the rest of the house, and we will keep going. If you have any questions about how to apply this product or anything else like that on the process that we went through, to apply this product to our house that did not have house wrap on it, please put it down in the comments below. Thank you again to our sponsor, Polyguard. This is an awesome product, and the combination of the gap filler, liquid flash, and liquid wrap has made this so easy. Takes a little bit longer than like a typical Tyvek, like you just roll it out and staple it on, but it has such a better seal than Tyvek, and it's still vapor permeable. Again, if you have any questions, please put them down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this channel. Like and subscribe if you would like to. Thanks again for watching Detached Garage.